Hey there, friends. Welcome into Your Day Extra. My name is Nathan Edwards. I am an anchor for Dayton 24/7 Now in Your Day. Alex King right over here, my co-anchor. Esteemed.
Hello.
You're esteemed, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, we're talking the British accent all the way now. I can talk like this in the old news accent like we
Ooh,
talked
I
about
like
before
that,
the
yeah.
show. Here we go. Nick. Meteorologist Nick Bruziak.
I'm not esteemed.
You're the weather guy. The weather guy.
You missed my dad joke there. I said I'm not esteemed. I'm embroiled.
Oh, my God. As always, Nick's jokes are pretty god-awful. So that's what you have in store for today. Of course, if you've never tuned into Your Day Extra before, or if you're a frequent visitor, we're just going to explain what we do real quick. And that's talk about local, national, and all the fun stuff happening in the headlines. So let's dive right in. We're each going to pick a couple stories we want to talk about this morning. So, Alex, one of the big headlines this week was the Super Bowl named their official halftime performance. So, who do we got?
Everyone, Usher has a confession. He will headline the Super Bowl halftime show in Las Vegas. The NFL, Apple Music, and Rock Nation announced Usher will lead the halftime festivities from Allegiant Stadium on February 11th. Usher has won 8 Grammys. He said he's looking forward to performing on the NFL's biggest stage. He says it's an honor of a lifetime to finally check a Super Bowl performance off of his bucket list. So right now he's currently in Vegas, and then he's going to go to Paris on Sunday, and then as he wraps up his Las Vegas residency in early December, he's going to head to the Super Bowl. And then last year, we all remember a very pregnant Rihanna.
She killed it.
Emerging suspended on a platform above the field for a spectacular halftime show. It was her first solo event in 7 years. So there's been a lot of mixed reviews about this. Because it's going to be hard to beat Rihanna.
Yeah, you know what, though? This kind of feels like Usher being out there. This is like when the old dudes would play when we were kids, like the Rolling Stones. Remember after the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson
Paul
episode?
McCartney.
Yeah, they brought on all the oldies. Yeah, and that was like, oh, just the old guys are playing. But now that was like 20 years ago.
I
now
grew up on Usher.
Usher's an old guy now, right?
I was going to say. I was going to say, what would you put Usher at? To me, he hasn't had a hit in maybe 5 or 6 years, give or take.
It's been a while.
It has been, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure
young,
he's still.
He's
I mean,
super old.
It's not like he's,
Is he
super
relevant,
old.
though?
That's what I was going to say.
Usher will always be relevant.
Okay.
Really?
Can I throw some? I'm throwing right now money that Pitbull shows up there. Because you had Usher and Pitbull with the like half of Usher's song at some form will feature Pitbull at some time. I mean, or they collaborated a lot.
The world would explode if Pitbull came out.
Not yeah. Or who do you think he's going to have as guest? Anybody? You think he's going to have?
I'm sure.
Probably.
Though I'm not gonna lie, I did like when they had Dre and Snoop and Eminem a couple years ago. That was pretty good. I mean, I'm not a big Usher fan, but I'll watch,
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's going to be, like I said, it's mixed reviews at this point. People are kind of saying that he's going to be a little boring, but I love Usher. I think he'll.
If you want to watch the world explode, you want to know
us.
they need to bring on NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and have them do the halftime show one year
love
together.
That would be good.
That probably would be good. I don't know. Right now Super Bowl feels like eons away, but we're probably pretty close. Closer than we think.
Yeah, I mean, we're still far enough away that the Jets have hope of getting it to the playoffs, but just far enough into the season that they're pretty much out of it already.
Well, after this week, we're about a quarter way through the season. So.
I know, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
And I'm number 1 in my fantasy draft,
Oh, okay. No one cares about your fantasy team, Alex. Though you did beat your husband, so good for you. I like to bring that up.
That's your third time you said that.
That's
still it's still
twice
perfect.
on air and once now.
He dragged you into the league and was making you memorize tight end player names. So, now you're beating. Yep. So it was worth it, right?
Absolutely.
Nick, let's move on to your first story here. I want to talk about some of the new dictionary words.
Okay, so we got bussin', which I thought was fantastic. And every year, the Merriam-Webster comes out with a bunch of them, right? So you always have ones that, let's just say, like Usher, maybe a little bit not past the prime, but you're like, oh yeah, that one was like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, let's be honest here. Like, bussin' to me was like year after the pandemic, so 2021-ish.
It's still hot.
Yeah, I
right?
know. Like,
I don't know.
I feel like it came out before that.
I'm super
But
old.
but there you
so-
go. Like that's my point. Is like okay, Alex. Let me rephrase here. For us olds here, it became relevant to me about 2 years ago. Which you're probably right. It's about 4 years old
That
now.
means you're behind the times, Nick.
Yeah.
I
So
think
it's
it was in a
4
rap
years.
song in like 2016 or something.
There you go. Like Bustin's a big one. I can't remember the other ones off the top of my head, but
So we just
But
left at
I
Bussin'?
think like a lot of words recycle.
yeah.
So
Oh, what was the? It was the Thirst Trap was the other one. Thirst Trap,
Yeah.
and the reason why I love this one is because this one has been around at least 6 or 7 years. But I don't know why all of a sudden now it's like, yeah, we need to put that in a dictionary. It feels like Merriam-Webster's is like, we'll throw one or two from like this year, and then we'll throw 3 or 4 from yesteryear, and maybe 1 or 2 still stick around.
Here's another good one, Chef's Kiss, which I feel like I didn't hear that one until. I mean, I'm pretty lame though, but I didn't hear that one until like TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've been jokingly doing like that's Chef's Kiss probably for 10 years. Now I'm not saying I'm the originator, but
Do
I've
you think
definitely.
you're the originator, Nick?
No, I'm just saying that it's something that I've always known, as in like that's a.
This is so cringe.
I never
Chef
even
Kiss.
say it, but I just
Is that another
do.
one?
Cringe is not on here. Girl boss.
girl boss.
Alex, are you in your girl boss era?
Always. I'm always a girl boss.
I've never heard this one. Forever Chemical.
I don't know
I
that one.
think that's the one where don't quote me, but I think that's the one where it's like, yeah, it sticks around. It's got a like half-life forever.
Forever Chemical?
Yeah, I don't know. Generative AI. Well, that's just
Yeah, that's just trying to be relevant in today's day and age.
Grammable.
Grammable?
Apparently, there's like a list
Oh,
of 600 and not. I guess Instagrammable.
See, I'm not. I can't
Oh,
keep up with the words.
this one's good. Riz.
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
You got that Riz? It's the charm.
That's
like
charisma.
oh,
that Riz.
That's true.
You don't know Riz.
Charisma.
How do I know one that you don't, Alex?
That one
I don't-
I tried to figure out where that came from for like years, and then finally someone was like, "It's literally the middle part of charisma," and I'm like, "Oh, you got it, Riz."
I'm at
okay.
that age now where I'm like
There's some
more
good
with
ones
the
on
old
here.
people than I am with the young people now.
Well, I mean, you sit next to us for 5 hours a day. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Simp made it in.
That's
Yeah.
like basic, right?
And no, it means you show excessive devotion to
Oh.
someone or something.
I always thought that was basic.
Like,
Like,
Belle-
you're simple.
Like I'm a simp for Taylor Swift. Like
Like-
I'm
like-
obsessed with her. You know.
Well,
I
it
don't know.
goes one step
That's weird sounding
beyond.
to me saying simp.
That would be like you go to a pizza place and you see your favorite artist and you buy all the pizzas for him, and he just kind of goes, "Hey, thanks, bye," and he doesn't do you any good. And then you're talking about how great of a person he is. It also could mean like
I think that's a very convoluted explanation. I think it's just like a obsession, right?
it's obsession,
You
but
simp
it's
for
there's no back to you.
Okay,
You're just
so,
like,
you're a simp for PSLs.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Mid.
okay.
I can go with that one.
That's
That
just
one I
like
can-
that's
dumbest-
like new.
It's-
I really didn't
yeah.
know anything
Like,
about
meh.
mid until people were trying to call Margot Robbie mid, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Which is the hottest take of the year, possibly.
It's a
Just
bad
bunch
opinion.
Bunch of idiots.
Ooh,
whatever.
y'all are tripping.
Yeah,
Margot
I don't
Robbie,
know.
Mid?
I know people are stupid.
Y'all wrong.
I don't know what they're
Y'all
doing.
wrong on that one.
Oh, Tiny House made it in. Oh, here's a good one. I love this one. Jorts.
Jorts made it.
that
Like
just now is in?
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised
Jean
that they
Jorts,
make
yeah.
it-
Jorts has been around for so long.
I know, but Jorts is just now in.
like I figured it would be in 2004 where everybody was making it. Like I wonder if Jenko is in now.
I don't know. Rage Quit made it in. Jump Scare. Let's see.
I
Thirst
don't
Trap.
understand some of these.
Like some of these feel old. Like Jump Scare has been around for years. Rage Quit, I basically have tried doing that since my start of my career.
Oh, Smash Burger made it in.
Smash Burger.
Does that seem
You
like
love yourself some Smash Burgers.
I'm all about the Smash Burgers. Nick only likes it if it's a lettuce bun.
Relegating my Atkins style burger.
Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. There's a lot
So
in
many.
here. Yeah, that I would have no
There-
idea.
like
I
you
wonder
said,
how long it
600.
takes for words to be added to the dictionary. Like, how long does it have to be a word
I don't know.
to qualify
Imagine
for the
coming up with that
dictionary?
list.
I think there was one word that came out like a week or two before the Merriam-Webster, and they thought it was going to be like one of those words that we were saying forever. You know, you think about it like, okay, mid, that's been around 2 or 3 years, but how it may have a quick rise, but then it falls. Like, is it really relevant after, let's say, a couple months? is anybody still like?
Yeah, because
The
like
kids,
I tried
for
using
sure.
that slaps and got told that was old.
Yeah,
But now he
that's what I'm
knows
saying.
to what is the saying that you say now?
You ate, no crumbs left, or whatever.
You just butchered that.
That's because I'm-
ate and left no crumbs.
Ate and left no crumbs.
What?
But like, you know what? I'm never saying that in
You
real
just
life.
slayed.
Ate and left no crumbs. There you go.
That does not slap. That does not slap.
No, see, look,
I
they just
actually
sound.
like that
Anyways, now that we've
Okay, we
cringed
need to,
people to
yeah,
death,
get out of this topic.
the
This is
next
bad.
the next word
That
that's gonna,
segment was mid.
guys. Okay, the
Ugh.
next word that's going to be in the dictionary next year is trailer. TRAYLOR, which stands for Travis and Taylor.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Travis
Love
Kelce
it.
and Taylor Swift have taken the world by storm. I have never, well, I don't recall a relationship quite like this, at least in modern times, taking the internet and storm.
Tony Romo, Jessica Simpson. Remember the vacation?
But that was like pre-Twitter, dude.
yeah,
right?
that
that
was
is
forever
true.
ago.
I mean, what about? Oh gosh, I'm gonna really hate
Like,
myself.
this
for
is probably the most
Benifer.
Oh yeah, Benifer is pretty.
I
it
don't
was pretty-
know. Maybe the first time, but when they
This
got
feels-
back together, it was
this
no,
feels like-
the first time. Yeah, sorry.
This feels like
yeah.
Britney and Justin Timberlake in terms of hype. I'm just throwing it out there.
What about A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez? That was huge for a while. I think this one beats that
Nah.
one.
This feels like Marilyn Monroe,
This is a big
Joe
one.
DiMaggio.
That's good. That's a good shout. That may
Yeah.
be right.
It's a little old school. Anyways, so Taylor Swift showed up at the Chiefs game and was seen just losing her mind for Travis Kelce.
She was having herself a time.
She was having herself a time, and she was with Mama Kelsey, and they were getting along swimmingly.
Yeah.
And Travis scored a touchdown for her, and he's kind of confirmed that she was at the game for
They
him
laughed together.
in the getaway car, as he
Oh,
said.
shoot.
There's TMZ pictures online of her sitting on his lap with
Yo,
her arm.
spicy. It's getting
I
spicy.
know it is, and I just love it because they both seem like just pure people.
Yeah, I think he could be good for her. I'm not really a Taylor fan, so I don't really keep up with her boy drama, but hopefully
This
it
is
works
the
out
first
for
man
her.
she's been with
Her
that's
next
taller than her.
album trailer will be out in
That's right.
a couple years.
Now we could say that they seemingly are getting together, just like it was seemingly ranch on her plate. That gives you an idea if you're not familiar or if you lived on a rock. It got to the point that they were like they took a Zapruder film of what she was eating, and that went out.
Swifties are intense.
Yeah, and I'm
yeah.
just like, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm the type that I think there's a point where I don't care anymore. It's too much. Like, I don't care what she's doing. She had a wonderful concert tour. She's an amazing person. But I just
I don't
don't
know.
need her in every phase of my life.
She's precious though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, for celebrities that
She's my age,
are
by the way.
people are obsessed with, eat, sleep, and breathe Taylor Swift. I think she's a great role model.
Yeah.
She's really positive, and I mean, aside from her
Okay.
having boy drama,
Let me rephrase. There's only too much good that I can stand in a world before I'm like, all right, someone needs to go like.
I mean, it's better than
like-
the Kardashians.
That's true. That's true. You know what though? You said boy drama. She's got a man now.
True, Nathan.
That's right.
She
That's
needed
the
a man in
difference.
her life.
That's the difference. Travis Kelce is a man.
It's a
That
beast.
dude is
I
a
hope
future
so.
Hall of
But he
Famer.
also allegedly cheated on his last girl. Or one of his last girls. So people are a little nervous.
people are
One
gonna-
girl was like, he a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Okay,
so.
people are going to always go digging for dirt. That's going to
Yeah.
happen. I mean,
I did love I told you the story this morning, the Taylor Swift fan that was like, oh my God, he's got anger issues. He punched a teammate in practice. And it's like, who hasn't like punched a teammate in practice at one period?
that's why you wear pads. I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch. She's supposedly supposed to be at the Jets game.
Yeah. And apparently
It's
the
mo-
tickets.
Don't worry, she's not a mom. Zach Wilson won't steal her.
Jeez. Yeah, we're not going to touch that part of this story. But I will say, it is funny how just craziness. Now, every Chiefs game now is going to be must watch. And I almost guarantee you're going to have networks fighting over them to put them beating a team 42-0 up until the point if they break up. And then suddenly it's like Chiefs will get you're like last on the list of teams we want to watch.
Yeah, right. Chiefs are 2-time Super Bowl champs. Jets are the last of the teams you want to watch.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I've watched enough games where I'm like, even I can't watch them.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Anytime someone says Jets, I just think of Bring It On.
Bring it on.
Sports.
Wow. Yay, sports. Yay. On that note, let's move on to,
Yeah.
things that...
From love to death.
Oh, wow. Wow. What a
Till death do us part.
There you go.
Harry Potter fans are hurting right now, your girl included. Michael Gambon, the actor who starred as Albus Dumbledore in the films, died of pneumonia this week at age 82. And I was reading an article that I just found really fascinating. More than 24 actors from the Potter films have died in the 2 decades since the franchise began. So, some of the other memorable cast members who have also passed away include Alan Rickman, who played Severus Snape. He died at the age of 69 in 2016 following a short battle with pancreatic cancer. Vern Troyer, he also played Mini-Me in Austin Powers, but he portrayed Grip Hook in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. He died in 2018 at age 49. Richard Harris, the Irish actor, originated the role of Dumbledore in the first 2 Potter movies. He died in 2002 at the age of 72 after a battle with Hodgkin's disease. We got 2 more. Robbie Coltrane, a fan favorite, played Rubeus Hagrid. He died at age 72. And then Richard Griffiths, who was Uncle Vernon.
Yeah. I mean, that movie's 20 years old.
Yeah, crazy.
So first thought is wrap Emma Watson in bubble wrap, please, and thank you, because we can't lose her. Number 2
Must
is
protect her at all costs.
yeah, I'll take her over T Swift, but that's an unpopular opinion. I'm well aware. I will say that the thing about those movies is I watched one of them a while back. I'm like, oh my god, they look so young, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I got so old.
Yeah.
Like that hit hard.
I think if Emma Watson became a superstar singer, it would be a pretty tight competition between her and Taylor Swift. Just saying.
I
don't think that's. An
If I
unpopular
recall, I
opinion.
was reading she does a lot of good for things. So
And she's super smart.
yeah,
And
like
she's British.
yeah,
And
she's checking.
British.
The accent
She's
gets
checking
me every
things off
time.
of my. I would,
come on.
I would probably be like hi, and then panic and just run away.
Do you guys have a favorite time of year you enjoy watching Harry Potter movies?
Now,
Yeah.
fall.
I kind of like the Christmas time though, because they do have some of those
They do have the Christmas,
scenes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, between like fall and winter, I think
Yeah.
is good.
Did you watch them growing up?
No, I read. So I had the weird part where I read books 1, 2, and 3 really late. Read 4 as it just came out. Read that in like 2 weeks, and then there was 2 or 3 years where it was between 4 and 5. And just completely lost interest. My sister loved it, so I got forced to watch all the movies.
Nick's like, instead I watched Bridge Over the River Kwai.
Yeah. Well, every year, Keith and I talk about wanting to do a movie marathon with the Harry Potter movies, but there's just so many of them and they're so long. You can't really do it in one night.
Yeah, I've tried introducing my oldest son to him in the years past. Not quite there
Not
yet.
ready.
I think he might be though this year. I mean, it just
You just
it
got to
takes
do
lot
like a
of
whole
attention
theme.
span.
Like you can go get those jelly beans and you can just make it a whole Harry Potter themed movie night so we can just really get into it.
I thought, I don't want, Michael Gambon.
Yeah.
I want to say this, he was a good Dumbledore.
Absolutely.
I think he was my second favorite Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
But,
No, I agree.
He was a great actor, and it was interesting because he was a profound, prolific stage actor as well
Mm-hmm.
in England. I mean, Sir Michael Gambon. I mean, he was knighted by the Queen, so
Yeah.
may he rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
really sad.
There's some fun facts for you today. Nick, crazy lawsuits.
All right, so we got a couple for you. Number 1, I believe this is one of the first ones I've ever heard of this. It is a $50,000 lawsuit, and they are suing Disney for, ready for it, a wedgie, because when the rides gave them a wedgie, there was a lawsuit involving Rick Astley by Young Gravy, which absolutely fantastic names
It's a great
there.
song. Young Gravy's great.
Goodness.
He Rick Astley successfully sued him because the voice sounded too familiar to his. There was also one in Queens, New York, where they were having a house party and the neighbor came and hosed them down because they were, quote, being too loud. So all I'm saying is I was literally going through Google News because there was one that popped my attention, and how many weird lawsuits we get on an ongoing basis. And there are just a ton of these that on the surface, okay. You know, you look at it and you go, Rick Astley kind of sounds similar. Fair enough. But $50,000 for an extreme wedgie?
You can sue for anything nowadays.
Do you know the OG crazy lawsuit that started all this?
McDonald's?
Yep. McDonald's black coffee. And it was a woman burnt her mouth on it.
Coffee's too hot.
Coffee's too hot, and that's why they have the disclaimer on the coffee cups now.
Well, because I think it actually gave her second or third degree burns.
Because everyone loves lukewarm coffee.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. That's how I take my coffee in the morning. It's just like my takes. They're lukewarm.
Yes, very lukewarm. Now,
And my jokes are bad.
yeah, I don't know, but like after she got away with that and she got big money off of it, I mean, other people saw the doors open up.
A little girl recently dropped McDonald's chicken nugget on her leg and got burnt, and they won.
I need to do something
It's
stupid.
crazy.
Sir, no. You just need to find someone to sue it. You do enough of the first. It's just the second part of blaming someone else.
Yeah,
But
the wedgie.
The wedgies, that's ridiculous.
Okay, but
Maybe you should wear different underwear, sir.
well, have you ever been
Boxer
on?
briefs.
Okay,
Or just
I'm gonna,
go commando.
Okay,
I'm going to
don't
throw a
say that.
timeout here. First of all, that's a bad idea because
You wouldn't get a wedgie.
Chafing
Well,
though.
you hit the water and suddenly you lose. Yeah.
Anyways,
Someone's never lost their shorts in the water.
Yeah, this is going down some
Okay,
weird-
yeah. Moving on.
Moving on. Well, let's talk about Wally Gator, guys. Okay.
Wally Gator.
Okay, so Wally Gator is the emotional support alligator that was turned down at a Philadelphia Phillies game. Now,
Dare they?
the Gators owner tried taking the animal in because he said that it was his emotional support animal. And you've heard of stuff like this on airplanes before, people trying to take things on as their emotional support animals. What is an acceptable emotional support animal? If a gator's not, I mean, so peaceful gators are. His name is Wally
Well,
Gator.
I mean, so in the stadium's defense, they said they don't accept emotional support animals in the stadium. It's only what did they say?
Like CNI dogs or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a good excuse.
that's in their defense. But I mean, we've seen it. I think there was a picture that went viral not too long ago of a peacock on an airplane.
Yep. That was when the airlines got weird about it. Oh, not weird, but said, all right, we're hitting a point. So it's got to go. Ready? You got to go dogs, cats, emotional support. I'll throw in a monkey because who has never seen a monkey and been like, all right, that cheers me up. And then
Dunstan checks in. I mean, that was a movie about him and his monkey.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I
Like,
think you
rip
got
your
to go.
arms off.
I think you got to go those. No, just get a little monkey,
a
not
little-
like a like. And
teacup
you know what? I'll also go in
God.
a support squirrel. An emotional support squirrel. Like
Squirrel? What
yeah,
about
I
a
mean,
pig?
but think
A
about it.
teacup pig?
Like what?
This is where it all goes downhill.
Yeah, but you think
know?
about it
See.
like a
Everybody has
squirrel.
a preference.
Once you go outside of the cat and the dog,
What's wrong with the
goes
squirrel?
downhill.
Like a squirrel's just gonna curl up somewhere and fall asleep. Like it's gonna be fine. It's never gonna gnaw at someone's head. Like
that you know of.
like
Guys, I just take some Zoloft. I'm good.
That's your emotional support.
That's my emotional support. I'm set after
My
that.
chunky meatball of a dog, Atlas, is my emotional support animal. I am not his. I stress him out. He's
Oh, man,
like, get off
imagine
me,
that.
mom. I just like trap him and just give him all
He's like,
love.
no.
Every time I get home from work. And he's like,
Yeah,
I
don't-
need an emotional support dog from my dog.
Yeah.
Like that's what I need.
Valkabeast.
Yeah.
He's not a good emotional support animal.
No, I need it. After dealing with her, I'm like, I need a pet to just sit down and just chill with.
My dog Cooper, he just drives me nuts. He stares at me. He will, like, it hits a certain time and he'll just sit there and whine and stare at me. I try to take him out and then he's just like, no.
it's like, no, just give me attention and love.
I give him plenty of that, and he still loves to torture me. But I don't know. Give Wally Gator a shot.
Fair enough.
Not my personal preference,
You know
but
what?
teach their own.
Could you imagine being in the seat next to that dude?
No,
Like having to be there and be like,
and that's the problem.
Okay, but serious question is, what is the emotional support animal outside of the cat and dog? What would you choose?
Sloth.
Sloth. That's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
Ethan?
I give good answers.
Okay.
well, dang, how do you follow up sloth?
You don't.
Now I got
Because
to
it's a
go.
great answer.
I already said on air what mine would be. It would be a red panda. They're so stinking cute and goofy, or a panda just in general. But I'm going to go with red panda because they're a little bit smaller.
Nick's going to say something ridiculous, so let's get it out.
A bunny. Like just a number.
Okay,
of
there you
bunny.
go. Nice little
Like,
bunny.
Aw.
That's
wow,
good.
like, okay.
There's definitely, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Emotional support bunnies.
Yeah.
How about an 8-foot boa python? Like just one
I'm
boa
sure that's a
python.
thing too.
Yeah, anything. You know, this is America. We do
America.
what we want here. Dang it. All right, let's talk about our love and hate. It's that time of the show. Your turn, Alex.
My love is it's fall, y'all.
Wow. Do you have that sign in your house, you basic girl?
No.
Okay.
Basic witch.
Oh, it's basic. Witch season?
Yes, I love fall. I do not love the cold weather that comes with it, but actually it's pretty warm right now, so I'll take it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Nick. The one good thing you've done for us.
Oh, wow. That was cold,
kidding.
We're
man.
gonna have to talk after this.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited that it's fall. I'm so excited to do all the basic fall things. I'm dragging my husband to a pumpkin patch soon, so we'll wait till it cools off just a little bit, but I'm excited to break out the decorations and
Got to put him in a chunky scarf.
Oh yeah, he has some chunky scarves. Well, no, he doesn't have chunky scarves. He has chunky sweaters.
Attaboy.
And then my hate of the week. I don't know if I have a hate of the week.
Come on.
My hate of the week, I stayed up way too late last night.
There you
so
go.
I didn't get a lot of sleep.
You're doing pretty good. You're pretty perky today.
That's because I took 2 shots of espresso.
That helps.
To keep
That
up with
helps.
you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Natural energy, high octane.
I wish I had that.
We survived. Nick, what's your love and hate?
So I had a couple days off, and I got to visit one of my favorite restaurants. And I love the fact that it's family owned. It's in the middle of nowhere, and it's always been kind of my spot to go to. It's way up in Fort Wayne area, but the one thing I love is always having that place to go. And the second you get there, you're like, this feels like home. You especially smaller establishments, you feel like it is great. And you feel that comfort wherever you go. So I encourage everybody always go someplace local and find a spot that is
Your third place.
Yeah, exactly. Third place. Things that I hate: the fact that I'm going to have to stay up and watch a quarter or two of the New York Jets play, and probably have to watch Taylor Swift for like the Taylor Swift cam. Like that's going to be like on ESPN 8 is like the Taylor Swift cam right next to the Manning cast.
She's
They're going to show
adorable.
her more than the game.
Probably. 'cause
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Chiefs are going to blow out the Jets. I'm
We get it.
sorry.
Like things that happened that, yeah, it's not going to happen.
Maybe a miracle will happen, but we'll see. I'm not convinced, Nick. Sorry. My love. Okay, so I found this new show on Netflix. It's called Encounters.
Oh.
Okay, it's a documentary series about aliens, and it is so good. Okay, this is a pro recommendation right now.
Yes.
The first episode goes about talking about this small town in Texas where they like 300 sightings of these mysterious lights and all this stuff. It's shot so well. It is so interesting, and it's got me believing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. And speaking of aliens, I told you that you need to watch the movie we watched this week. No One Will Save Us or something like that.
Yeah,
It's a new alien movie. It just came out. It was really good.
it's just in time for spooky
The
season.
aliens were creepy as heck.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, this documentary series will put you on edge and make you question everything.
that.
So go check that out. And my hate is the fact that it's still so warm, and it's going to be October 1st on Sunday. I'm not down for that. I mean, it's 80s still, and 80s in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Question mark.
You're welcome and sorry to you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not a big fan of that, and
It feels weird to have to like rake or mow leaves and do it in shorts.
yeah.
We still need to close our pool. It is green and there are so many leaves in there already. because we have a ginormous tree hanging over it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's going to be fun.
Do better, Alex. Do
Yeah,
better.
tell my husband that. He's the one who does it.
Okay, mister.
Hey, I'm just saying that I could, help clean it if I could get an invite. Just throwing it out there.
Nope.
All right, well, that's all for Your Day Extra. We appreciate you all stopping by. Again, this is Alex King, Nick Maruziak, and I'm Nathan Edwards. Of course, like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Just search Your Day Dayton. And again, we'll see you back here next Friday. For now, everybody have a